What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Today we're talking about our top 20 quarterbacks here for Week 3 fantasy football. Now the Thursday night game is over, so there's no Minshew, there's no Fitzpatrick, because it doesn't help us going into this weekend. But if you watched the Thursday night game, you saw Gardner Minshew go out there and basically look like Kirk Cousins from Week 2, right? It was bad. The offense looked bad. The Miami Dolphins decided they wanted to play football, and it hurt me, Gardner. I mean, I've been pulling for you. You look great for 2 weeks. You came out and laid a deuce. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. But anyway, we're looking forward here to the weekend. A lot of people still have a lot of difficult start-sit decisions, and hopefully these rankings can help you with that. If you're looking for more detailed information, that is the start-sit videos. This is just a quick rundown. Our top 20 quarterbacks here, and we're starting right now at number 20. And we're going to kick it off with Joe Burrow right here, number 20. The rookie has almost 100 pass attempts through the first 2 weeks of the season in his career. I mean, those are huge numbers. If the Bengals want to win games, they need to try to limit that a little bit. If Burrow's out there throwing 50 times a game, they're not going to be winning that much. I expect him to try to get the run game going a little bit more this week. Got Joe Burrow going up against the Philadelphia Eagles, and right now sitting at number 20. Number 19, maybe the most disrespected quarterback in all of the NFL. Derrick Carr got him at 19 here. A difficult matchup going up against the New England Patriots, but Derrick Carr takes care of the football, right? At least you know you have a safe floor with Derrick Carr. He may not be the guy to go out there and score 40, 50 points and really carry you to victory, but he's one of those guys that's going to put up solid numbers on a weekly basis and be a decent quarterback too if you start 2 quarterbacks. Right now, got Derrick Carr, 19. Number 18, Carson Wentz, Philadelphia Eagles, and he needs some healthy weapons, right? If this guy could have a full complement of wide receivers like he's supposed to, he may be verge top 12. We just can't keep these guys healthy. Now no Jalen Reagor. Alshon Jeffrey's returned to practice in a limited form, but I'm not really expecting him this weekend. Got Carson Wentz right here at number 18. 17, Baker Mayfield, Cleveland Browns going up against the Washington football team here, and this is a run-first team in Cleveland, right? They're going to start off pounding the rock with Chubb and Hunt. What that's going to do, it's going to open up the passing game for Baker Mayfield. The problem here, the ceiling is going to be limited for Mayfield just because these running backs are going to absorb so much work in this offense. However, this solid running game helps Baker be a little bit more efficient. Got him right here at 17. Number 16, Matthew Stafford, Detroit Lions, going up against the Arizona Cardinals. Sounds like there's a good chance he gets Kenny Golladay back, which is a big play receiver for him to have back at his disposal, and it's really going to help open up the field a little bit, right? We've kind of scratched our heads at time. Why isn't TJ Hawkinson more involved? Marvin Jones, he wasn't as effective as a lot of people had anticipated with no Kenny Golladay. Now, with all these guys back, DeAndre Swift looking pretty good in the passing game, it helps Matthew Stafford. However, until Kenny G is a full 100% go, got Matthew Stafford dropped down a few spots at 16. 15, Desean Watson, and I talked about him in my start-sit video. The matchup, I do not love going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I listed him as a start, but that's really just based on the other options you may have. This is not one of those matchups where you look at it on paper and be like, oh yeah, he's totally going to handle Pittsburgh. However, it's Deshaun Watson, and he's put up some big numbers against some difficult matchups in the past. That's why he's still a start. Just got him dropped down the rankings right here at 15. Number 14, Mitchell Trubisky of the Chicago Bears going up against the Atlanta Falcons defense, which is basically non-existent at this point, right? I'm pretty sure I could go throw for 300 yards against the Falcons, and it really wouldn't surprise a whole lot of people. Look for Mitch Trubisky to get Anthony Miller and Allen Robinson back on track in this game. I like Mitch Trubisky this week. Got him at quarterback 14. Number 13, Ryan Tannehill going up against the Minnesota Vikings, so not a bad matchup. Probably no A.J. Brown once again, and does it hurt him? It maybe hurts the ceiling, but he's playing so well that he's still a safer start, right? He's got a safe floor. He's utilizing Jonnu Smith, and we're seeing some Corey Davis now, which is absolutely great. Adding Adam Humphries underneath. Ryan Tannehill still a solid start. The ceiling just a little bit limited without his big play threat there in A.J. Brown. Number 12, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Denver Broncos. The reason I have Tom drop down a few spots is A, this offense still isn't really clicking, and B, I kind of expect them to have a lead and run a lot in the second half. I mean, look at the roster for the Denver Broncos. They got no Drew Lock. They have no Cortland Sutton. They're starting Jeff Driscoll. I mean, this could just get ugly early, and maybe Brady isn't forced to throw a whole lot in this game. That's why I got him dropped down, number 12. Number 11, Daniel Jones, New York Giants, going up against the San Francisco 49ers defense that is entirely hurt at this point. And now we have no Saquon Barkley in New York. Sure, they signed Devonta Freeman, but Barkley struggled at times behind this line this year. What can we really expect from Devonta Freeman right now? Maybe Dion Lewis a little bit, but I'm looking for the passing game to be more involved. No Sterling Shepard, but that just means maybe a little bit more Evan Ingram. I'm looking for Daniel Jones to air it out here in week 3. Got him at number 11. Number 10, Big Ben Roethlisberger going up against the Houston Texans, whose defense has just looked disorganized at times, and a lot of people are worried about, Juju or Deontay Johnson showing up on injury reports. Listen, that may be the thing here for Pittsburgh. That may be the way they attack this year. They're trying to limit the amount of work that these guys get so they're not overworked and risking further injury. It does not worry me as of yet that they're not going to play each and every week. I got Big Ben with all those weapons right here, number 10. Number 9, Matt Ryan, Atlanta Falcons, going up against the Chicago Bears, so not the easiest of matchups. And does he have Julio Jones? That's a big question mark right now. That's the reason why he's dropped down a few spots, but we know they're going to throw the ball in Atlanta. They do every week. They have for years. I'm not expecting anything different this year. Maybe just a little bit more Hayden Hurst. Got Matt Ryan, number 9. Number 8, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills, and he's going up against the Los Angeles Rams. It's going to be his most difficult challenge so far of the season. He started off with a couple cream puff matchups, and he totally excelled. How does he handle the Los Angeles Rams? A little bit more of a question mark with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. That's why I got him dropped down a few spots right here, number 8. Number 7, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, going up against the New Orleans Saints on Sunday Night Football. Could be a good game to watch. The problem is Drew Brees is a shadow of himself without Michael Thomas, and Aaron Rodgers may not be forced to throw all 4 quarters, which may not hurt either because it looks like there's a chance that Devontae Adams is going to be limited this weekend, so we could see a lot more Allen Lazard, a lot more MVS, maybe even more Aaron Jones in the passing game. I got Aaron Rodgers right here at number 7 as a safer start. The ceiling just may be somewhat limited here in week 3. Number 6 is Cam Newton, and he's basically a quarterback/running back at this point, one of the league leaders in touchdowns on the ground, and now he gets a matchup going up against Las Vegas, and I kind of expect a lot of the same from Cam Newton. Sure, there's going to be games like last week where he's going to have to throw a lot. There's going to be some games that he can dominate on the ground. This one may lean a little bit more towards the rushing and may not have to throw as much. I still like Cam Newton. The rushing upside gives him that safe floor. Got him at number 6. Number 5 and number 4, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson in a matchup on Monday Night Football that a lot of people are looking forward to. Now, in this matchup last year, Patrick Mahomes got the better of Lamar Jackson and put up a huge fantasy day. We still haven't seen the ceiling for either one of these guys here this year. Patrick Mahomes goes up against that difficult Baltimore defense. Lamar Jackson still somewhat struggling to get on the same page with his receiving options. Got him right here, 4 and 5, and hoping for a great game. Number 3 and number 2, another 2 guys who are facing off against each other here this week. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson. I expect a lot of offense, a lot of back and forth in this game. We've seen Russell Wilson pick apart every part of every defense over the past couple weeks, and I really don't expect that to change. They're going to put up points again here in week 3. If that's the case, Dak Prescott's going to be forced to throw for all 4 quarters, and I look for them to get Michael Gallup more involved in the offense here this week. Do not be surprised if Gallup, Lamb, and Cooper all have solid weeks. As for Russell Wilson, I mean, the dude is borderline MVP candidate right now, but it's only through two weeks of the season, so I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself, but he looks great, and DK Metcalf adds another dimension to this offense, which is really, really hard to stop. Love Russell Wilson. Got him at number 2. Number 1, Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals, going up against the Detroit Lions, and that's really why he's here at number 1. That and the rushing upside, right? The guy's a top 10 rusher in the NFL overall right now. Added to the fact that he has DeAndre Hopkins to throw the ball to, and the connection looks great between those two. I have Kyler Murray as my number 1 quarterback here, week 3, fantasy football. All right, so those are my top 20 quarterbacks here, week 3 fantasy football, and hopefully that helps you make some decisions for your lineup here this week. Remember, I don't expect my rankings to match your rankings 100%. They're never going to match 100%, but at least you get to hear a different side, a different perspective for these players that really helps make your decision on Sundays a whole lot easier. So hopefully you enjoyed this content. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new here to the channel. We're doing like 12 videos a week, all things fantasy football, to make sure you have every bit of information that you possibly can, and we greatly appreciate that support. So hopefully you guys had a great week. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you later.